right, I am here with the star, executive producer, creator, writer. Am I missing anything?
I do. I cook some of the food.
Catering, okay.
Catering.
Do the catering too.
I clean up.
10 items or less.
Yeah.
TBS show, Tuesdays at 11. All
That's
right.
correct. Tuesdays at 11.
Right, so you got an improv show there. What's the advantage of doing improv?
I think it's like you don't have to learn any lines, which I love that. And I think I just think it gets a different kind of comedy. I mean, the kind of comedy we're looking for is, when you're with your friends, one of them says something really funny, cracks everybody up, but if you try to do it again, it's not as funny. And that's the kind of humor we're trying to get. That humor that just bubbles up one time, and we're trying to capture that.
All right. Maybe one of the disadvantages is, I imagine you got to go through a lot of takes to get that one special.
We shoot a lot. We shoot 30 hours per episode, and then we cut that down to 21 minutes, and it's brutal, man. There's so much stuff that I want to get on the show that never makes it on the show. It breaks my heart, There's like that funny thing somebody did, how can we, gotta cut it. It hurts. It's like cutting your arm off.
Is that ever going to be seen anywhere? Are we going to get a...
TBS.com is posting some stuff. They're starting to post some stuff, and the DVD of the first 2 seasons just came out, and they're posting some extra stuff on that. So I think they're starting to realize, like, whoa, these guys create a lot of material, and, they're kind of beginning to see us as a gold mine, for extras. So, yeah, some of it's getting out,
How is TBS for the show?
Awesome. They're very different, let's put it that way, from any other network. They really believe in a show. They've really gotten behind it. Our first season, we're a pretty strange show, man, and they put us on the air, and they stuck with us. And in the second season, the ratings really jumped, and now we're kind of off and running. So that doesn't happen. If you don't hit a certain rating mark by your second show, they'll pull you on networks. And the fact that they kind of got behind it was really, really cool. The other thing is that there aren't that many people that work there, so like if I need to convince, I have 3 bosses basically. If I can convince them to keep a joke in the show, it's in the show. Whereas like other networks, it's like 25 people, and everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got a comment, and that, even if the comments are good, you have to answer 25 people. It hurts the show.
I was just watching Office Space the other day, and that was one of the things. The guy had like 5 different bosses. Every time he did something wrong,
right, he
got to hear from all 5 people.
That's right. That is an awesome movie, Office Space. It's a seminal movie, that and like Spinal Tap were like 2 movies that really changed my life.
Yes, and you got an incompetent boss, and
that's me. Yeah, nothing new about that.
What is it about the incompetent boss that sets a gold mine for comedy?
Yeah, you're right. It's been like from the beginning of time. There have been many sitcoms that we could talk about that have been incompetent bosses. I think because it's true. I think most of us have worked for a boss who just does not know what the heck he's doing. And I know I have. I've had bosses where I'm like, how the hell did this guy get this job? He's an idiot. And, I think things that are true are usually funny.
Do you draw on those horrible bosses?
Absolutely. I mean, I worked in the restaurant industry like any actor. Worked in the restaurant industry for years, and 2 things you learn from the restaurant industry: a lot of idiot bosses that give you good comedy, and you also learn never ever send anything back ever unless you want to eat spit.
Okay, well, I'll have to write that on my.
Don't send it back. You can maybe send it back once, never twice. You send it back twice, you might as well. Just eat somebody else's loogie first,
Okay. Well, it is an improv show, and you're listed as a writer. What what does the writing, if it's improv, what does the writing entail?
Very good question. Well, here's the process. We write a script. We do write a script, a very detailed script, usually 20 to 30 pages. But there's no dialogue in the script, and we never show the script to any of the actors. The actors never see the script. They don't know what the episode's about. We shoot the episode in order, and they just kind of figure it out as it goes along. So then your question might be, why write the script? Well, number one, it gives us like a roadmap, so we kind of know, okay, this episode's about turkey bowling. Here are the scenes. This is who's in the scene. Let's figure out how the episode works. And then I think the other reason is, when a network gives you millions of dollars to make a TV show, they like to see something on paper. They just want to see something. Give us something. And then a lot of the writing is done in the post. When we get those 30 hours of video, then we just meticulously glue that stuff together and kind of shape the show there.
So the other actors get nothing. You just and do you even just say this episode is going to be about turkey bowling? So at some point you're going to have to set up some, pop bottles and.
We don't even tell them that. They just walk onto the set and we say, okay, here, hold this. Leslie has just discovered that he's a great turkey bowler. You come around the corner and you see him. Go. And that's it, And the reason we do that isn't to paint them into a corner. It's because our feeling is that what they're going to come up with is far funnier than what we might come up with in a room, with a computer, And I think that shows, And I'm sick of sitcoms that just feel the same way. They all sound the same, and they're all people I've never met before, And they're saying stuff like Friends. I mean, Friends is a good sitcom, but did you have 3 hot chicks you hung out with in a fancy apartment in New York? Or,
not since college.
And no black people? No. I mean, what? I don't understand.
Well, where I went to high school, but I guess in New York that might be a little
Seems
harder
a little
to find.
odd to me. But anyway, so we're just trying to create like a different vibe, just a different sort of tone,
Okay. Being that you film in a supermarket, do you guys kind of openly hope for endorsements? Do you send stuff to trying to think what you guys use in that turkey bowl, because
we had Hellman's mayonnaise and
the skin cream.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
You needed something for your elbow, and you're looking around. What could I use to help?
Oh, here it is.
Dry my
it
skin.
Happens to be right here. Yeah. We developed the show to be in a grocery store because we knew we were going to have to do product placement. I mean, every show has to do it, and it's the future. I think viewers know that. Look, everybody's TiVoing now. Nobody's watching commercials. We got to pay for it somehow, or either we pay for it that way, or you have to pay for it. So I think viewers are open to it. It's just they just don't want bad product placement.
Yeah. I think the best product placement is just the most absurd or just the obvious. I always think back to Wayne's World. You remember that?
Yeah.
Where they were railing against product placement. Why would I want to do product placement while I'm drinking my Pepsi? I always thought that was the most genius product placement ever.
Yeah, I agree, and because it's funny,
Yeah.
And if the product placement's funny, then people are cool with it. If it's stupid and you're trying to fool them, you think you're trying to fool them or something, they hate it.
So all the products could be a reason to set the show in the grocery store.
Yeah,
I mean, what's another? I mean, why a grocery store?
Nobody had ever done a show in a grocery store before, which kind of surprises me. It's a place where we all go every day, and yet I think another cool thing about a grocery store is that we all go there every day, but we don't know what goes on behind the grocery store. Like those swing doors, you don't know what goes on back there. Like when you go to use a bathroom in a grocery store and you go back and you see all the pallets of food and everything, it's just kind of interesting. Not incredibly interesting, but a little bit interesting.
Well, I worked in a restaurant in a grocery store in high school.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's there are some funny stories in the behind the scenes of a grocery store?
Yeah, I was talking to a guy because the grocery store we work in, the grocery store we shoot in, is open for business while we're shooting. So all the customers in our show are real people who are shopping at this grocery store in Reseda. So we hire extras every now and then when we need them to stay put, but for the most part, there are real people running around.
Do you get random people trying to get on camera? They go there specifically.
Now we do. Now that people have kind of started to find the show, now we do get some of that. But we also get people who just have no idea and don't care. They just want to get their loaf of bread, get out of my way.
Well, those are probably the better people to.
That's who we want.